Hello people of the world. If you are new, welcome. My name is Brunel. If you are not, then you already know my name. So welcome back and thank you for joining me. So you saved up a fortune. You went in store, you saw a perfume, you like it, you've been saving for it, it cost a fortune. Some of you have had to sacrifice your future children, family members, and so on, just so you can get yourself a bottle of your favorite perfume. You bring it home, you test it out, it smells gorgeous on your skin. You love it. And then what do? Just like all the others, the bottle, by the way, is a work of art. You want to be able to display it and see it, and you want to feel proud when you look and you think, look at my collection. You love it. You put it up on display, you come into your room, you open the curtains, and there is sunlight everywhere, and you can see da-da, see the full display. Stop right there. Stop right there. That is definitely not the thing to do. If you've gone out and you spent that much money on it, you want it to last. You want a perfume to be there for a long time. You want it to be looked after. So first thing you should not do, keep it in direct sunlight. That's not your perfume or fragrance's best friend. It really is not. I learned that one a long time ago. Some of these are fairly new-ish, or I sort of knew them, some of these tips. But that one I learned a long time ago. As someone who got used to making my own creams, I made a few perfumes on my own or fragrances on my own, as well as keeping essential oils and stuff like that. I learned that a long time ago. Darkness is your perfume's best friend. So, suggestions. If you haven't got a space for, like me, I've got a specific little room where I keep all my essential oils and all the stuff because I make my own product, well, for home use. Then I've actually got some drawers with black containers that I put my perfumes and stuff in, and it's shoved away. It's away from direct sunlight, and yeah, so that's that. But if you don't have that much space and you need somewhere specific, or your collection is not that massive, and you don't need to occupy that with your perfumes, then there are other ways around it. And so the first thing is, find yourself a wardrobe, space in your wardrobe behind all the clothes, so it's nice and dark. That is a suggestion. A drawer would be alright, but if you've got a space, if you haven't, you don't have the space. Another one is let's see, yeah, if you find a kind of like a makeup case, one of those kind of really good sturdy ones. Actually, I saw one a couple of weeks ago. Primark has got a black one, which I'm gonna go back and get. It's Primark, so it's bound to be super affordable, and I cannot wait to get that. And it's one of those that's nicely sealed, and it's nice and it's also portable, so you don't have to worry about the amount of space that it's going to occupy. Then that is another way to do it. Or you've got one of those kind of stackable boxes that you can get from, if you are here in the UK, you can get them from the range. That I know that they've got some really pretty ones with flowers and butterflies and all sorts there. So you can get something like 3 or 4 in a box. Those are nice and pretty, so you can use those to store your fragrances and products. Another one would be shoeboxes. If you can't be bothered to go out there and buy a whole bunch of boxes and stuff and makeup cases and so on, shoeboxes are a good option as well. So you don't have to go and spend any more extra money, especially if you've spent all of it on that perfume, the Carolina Herrera, bottle that is so nice and so beautiful and so pretty, and it's so tempting to put on display. Yeah, put in the box. Okay, so other thing you need to do to help look after your perfumes and have them last longer as well is to keep the lids on. If you've got the space, try and keep them in the boxes, the original boxes. But if that is a bit of an issue and your collection is growing and you can't do that, then make sure that you've got the lids back in place. And that will definitely also help with the longevity of your perfume, and also obviously how to look after them. So this is about how to store your perfumes and how to look after them as well. I've got some points here because there were quite a few different ones that I had. And the other one is find a space with consistent temperature. Now, extreme temperatures are not your perfume's best friend either. Too hot and it kind of messes things up a little bit. too cold, it also messes things up. Now, some people have said you can keep it in the fridge, but I'll be very careful with that one, because again, if it is too cold, it ain't gonna help your perfumes. Not a good idea. Also, it seems a bit strange when you open your fridge and you've got, you know, your meat and your veg and all that, and then on the side there you've got your perfumes. But hey, if you've got a particular bottle or something that you need, that could be a suggestion, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you make sure that that temperature doesn't actually freeze things, or and, you know, sometimes you get the temperature is a little bit too cold and you start seeing some bits in a fridge going cold. That would be a no-no. I wouldn't recommend that, but some people say you can do that. It depends maybe how hot it is where you are, as if that's a better option for you. Another one is, yeah, I've already spoken about the fridge part. Don't keep it in the bathroom. Condensation and water, again, is not a good idea for your perfumes. Perfumes and fragrances are so sensitive. Yeah, but don't keep it in the bathroom. It is, again, tempting. You're getting ready, you've had your shower, you want the perfume to remain on your skin for as long as possible, so while your skin is a bit damp before it dries off, you want to splish splash splosh just there before you dry off. Don't do it. Okay. Again, most bathroom will have kind of lots of light, but the other thing is, obviously, condensation and water is not your perfume's friend, so don't hold them in your bathroom. And the other one is also, don't shake your perfume bottles. Stability is really, really important for your perfumes, so try and keep them stable. An alternative would be, obviously, if you've got your favorite bottle, for example, and you want to look after it, but you want to also wear it throughout the day, rather than putting it in your handbag and having to shake it about throughout the whole day when you're searching for things, and you're digging out all sorts of stuff. And let's face it, us, especially as women, you always have a lot of rubbish in your handbag, and somehow the one thing that you want the most is always at the very bottom of your bag, and you have to pull everything out in order to get hold of it. Or you might have had to use your handbag for more than the purpose of holding stuff in. You might have had to whack someone with it who was trying to take your handbag. I've had to do that. So that can actually affect your bottles of your perfume. So even though generally speaking it's not recommended, you can actually use the small kind of travel size sprays and transfer that. But if you're going to do that, you need to be really quick. Air into the bottle is not your perfume's friend either. So so there are quite a few things that you need to do. So yeah, so if you have to transfer a small amount into a bottle, so you can take it with you, also so you don't lose that expensive as bottle that you saved up for, because maybe your handbag gets taken, or something happens, you lose the bottle, then this saves it as well, so you can take it with you in smaller amounts. But as I said, be extremely careful and be extremely quick when it comes to that transfer, because again, air is in a bottle of your perfume is not going to help longevity or your perfume and look after it, so it's nice and strong for years to come. Another one would be if you don't have if you get one of those perfumes, for example, final one, if you have one of those perfume bottles where you don't have the atomizer spray, and so you've just got the bottle itself, look after it. Look after it. Be mindful how you're applying it. If you are using kind of any kind of applicator in order to get the perfume out and apply it onto your skin, keep it clean. Yeah, because again, contamination into the bottle, a dirty applicator that you've been and then afterwards in the bottle, forget it. That's not going to last. That really isn't going to last. For me personally, I find the easiest thing for me to do is I take my eggs, as I said, keep them, leave them alone until I need to use the sprays. I'll go into the room, I'll take my perfume, I'll take them out the packaging, and then I'll keep the bottle and I'll stick it away in a dark, and then and I just leave it there. And whenever I need to use it, I'll go in, spritz what I need to spritz, and then leave it alone rather than taking it with me, because that just kind of affects the whole process. So I hope that you find these tips useful. Let me know which ones that you thought, oh, well, I knew that one already, and which one you thought, ooh, I didn't know that. Surprise. Let me know which one surprised you and which one interested you. And if you find you find of interest, oh my god, my English is so bad. Apart from that, people, stay safe, be happy, and you guys will see me soon. Bye.